If it's one email and that's being sent out to a list of people, I think the simplest design of that is to have a distribution list, have an
Got
email address that gets sent to, right? So we can circumvent all that by just saying, okay, we're sending a group email. Let's keep a distribution list. And so that way your normal business processes would update the distribution list and the automation runs once and sends the email to one recipient.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Where we would want them to sign in is if, like in the other example, it is looking through each one of their inboxes and like doing some sort of analysis, right? That means I don't want you getting a readout of my personal inbox. And so that's where you would be looking for something more dynamic to say, I want to run the context of these workflows within the user's authentication and their credentials, right?
Hmm.
Um, and so that's where the complexity shifts. But if it's a one-to-many kind of thing where the credentials are static, then that, any of these automation tools will work.
Perfect. And you and I have a call coming up this week, and I'm going to ask
Yeah,
you a bunch of questions then.
yeah, we do. We definitely do. Well, this has been great. Last week we talked about Voiceflow, which is awesome. This week we talked about Relay and we talked about Pickaxe last week. So if you had a chance to get that feedback link, I'm going to send an email with all the different tools I talked about over these last 2 weeks, as well as hopefully a link to the replays of this so y'all can see it and get it yourself. Um, but yeah, no, I have enjoyed talking about automation in business. And if you got an idea and you're like, I wonder if that's possible, then reach out. I'm sure Bill would love to have another round of this.
Hey, Blessing.
Hey,
I think I remember you from Yacht Club from the
yes,
authors.
yes.
Oh, hi. Um,
Hi.
I am just dabbling into AI agents, so I just caught this from your LinkedIn, and so I'll definitely sign up and give you sign up for your newsletter because I really do want to learn more about the different tools
Well, thank
and
you.
if you have the replays. But this is really great. I have a healthcare background, and I just remember always wanting to know like technology make things faster, but they would never invest. And so now I'm like, oh, finally I can use this for my business consulting. So this is perfect. So thank you for offering this.
Oh, no problem. Okay, healthcare. So I have a fun healthcare related project. Actually, doing content reviews. I'm looking for equity and inclusion metrics inside of large data sets, and we're using AI to do it. And so it's
Nice.
interesting that, funny enough, that's healthcare because there are ways of using AI that don't necessarily jump out at us all the time.
Hmm.
And I can imagine there's lots of use cases where AI would be extremely helpful.
Yeah, yeah, there's a lot. We
Yes.
barely touched the surface of the surface.
Oh, good to hear you, Mel.
Good to hear you too.
Thank you, Blessing, for do this. I appreciate it. And we'll get some of the resources out, talk for Bill to actually uh organize this. All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Blessing.
Oh, thank y'all. Thanks for
Appreciate
having
you
me.
being a guest lecturer for us.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I'll be happy to be back.
We'll tell more people about you.
Yes. All right, y'all. Y'all have a wonderful Friday. Hopefully, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Thanks, Blessing.